Hello everyone, and this is Serenity's here, back in another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale video for you guys today. And I really mean what I say there in the title that's on your screens right now, guys, and if you want to pause that and read it all again, it is very much very true. And this is Sunny and Serenity's doubles game 5, and this is also my best game on Fortnite Battle Royale to date. And as you will see from the title that I just put up there, it is a game where I get 4 kills. And Sunny gets 4 as well, but I'll be honest with you, this is the best 8 kill combined duo gameplay you are ever going to see in your life. And I hope it lives up to the hype, guys. I, for so many reasons, put this out as my best video to date, and I think it will take some doing to beat this gameplay today, because I had no idea of the battles I was about to come across and the way in which I played them. And Sunny equally matched my tremendous feats at the end of the gameplay, and I really hope that this gameplay lives up to expectations, because in my opinion this is my best game on the channel thus far, and it was really nice to do this with one of my best friends, Sun100, and you know, really nice gameplay today. And right here, guys, just capping it from the initial looting session, and at this point here, Sun gives me a grenade launcher. And he was in need of an AR, so to sort of compensate that trade, I decided to give him the blue purse eventually and some small shields to get him shielded up. And you know, really nice play from the both of us to be, you know, give in to each other and give each other the relevant things that we need to do well in this, you know, victory royale. And definitely the grenade launcher comes in handy a few times in this video. And yeah, definitely worthy having all the, you know, relevant stuff. So as we get our weapons there, we start to depart, and I'm pleased to say that our first battle, our first conflict is not far away, and I hope you guys really look forward to it. And I have to say, guys, that during the time this game played, you know, it was such a great game for me personally, and you know, I really do believe this is one of my best individual performances on the game, and I think it will be clear why when you see the battles that we have. And just generally, you know, just so much hype in today's video, and I really hope you guys enjoy every second of this, because I know that I am going to really enjoy commentating this, and I'm going to get excited at points. Pre-warning, I am going to get pretty hyped, but I think this really deserves it, because although this was, you know, a 4 kill game from me, some of the best 4 kills I've ever had, and really I think it equates to the enjoyment of getting a double-digit win, which I'm still to acquire in duos yet. I still haven't got that yet, but yeah, I mean, easily, hands down, this game was just the business. It really had it all: excitement, thrill, energy, just everything. And as you can see here, guys, we've moved to the trailer park and looking to continue our looting session, and I'm pleased to say that the first battle is not far away here. At this moment here, Sun's just saying, get all the rocket ammo that you need, buddy, and Sun's saying to me at this point, I've spotted some rocket ammo over in the corner over there. And we take a bit of time, I take a bit of time trying to find out where exactly he meant. And at this point here, he just says right in the corner, and then gives me a call out with coordinates. He just says west in that corner there, so I start to move over and get the rocket ammo, and it all seems good. Oh wait, we're under attack. Serenity's just like, oh god, they're here, son. They seem like good players, they got skins, they're starting to build on us, and it's like, well, okay, the grenade launcher's got to come out, taking some damage. At this point here, Sun's just building up, he's looking to, you know, fend for himself, and he's saying, I need help, bro, he's coming, he's rushing fast. So at this point here, Sun, under a bit of pressure, gets taken out by Swiftly, but Serenity takes him out pretty swift, and his partner, Ava, or Avoy, just gets completely destroyed. Goodbye, Swiftly and Avoy. Goodbye. Goodbye, friends. You may well spectate Serenity's, and you may well spectate this video, guys, because you guys got outplayed. And as I pick up Sun there, guys, we're going to move on to the next moment of the gameplay. So about 45 seconds on here where we get the next recording, because it was a little while later until our next battles, but I hope that that sort of kept things a bit exciting for you there. Very nice play with the green tactical to come out alive on that one, and Sun was pretty impressed at that point. He was like, damn dude, that was a pretty good bit of play, and I was like, thanks man. You can you know, you can thank me later, but no, I'm kidding. Sun's done a lot of good stuff as well. But yeah, that was a really nice play, really nice to take out Swiftly in a swift manner, no pun intended. And Avoy, yeah, it's tried to rush, and I think what his partner did wrong there is having his AR out, to be honest, because in such close proximity you really want your shotty out, and They were experienced players though, credit to them for trying to rush us like that, but they didn't get the Sunny and Serenity's doubles force. We were just 2 outs from there. Well, I was 2 outs from them, and knew what they were planning to do, and stopped them before they could do it. But they were pretty aggressive, and they seemed like good players. They both had, one had the Raptor skin, and I think one of them was a Black Knight, so seemingly like they've experienced on the game. But yeah, credit to Swiftly and Avoy. It was nice to challenge you guys, and thanks for the first 2 kills, gentlemen. So moving on here, Sun and I are looking to move towards the direction of sort of past Wailing Woods area. There's sort of some extra locations around this area that we like to loot on our way to the final zones and circles. That's why we're sort of pushing in this direction, looking to get materials as we go along for what we need, which is always a good idea in Fortnite because building is really essential in this game. It can really delay the inevitable and, can really save your life, to be honest. So it's always worth having materials. It can always turn the tide of battle, that's for sure. And, definitely worthwhile having them. So at this point here, it's already a very low player count. A lot of people died very early on in this gameplay. And, from the time that we took out Swiftly and Avoid to move forward in this gameplay, we lost about, there was about 16 players that died in that time of sprinting across the map for, about 45 seconds. All those people died. So, quite a lot of action very early on, which, so not as much for, Sun and I to do at this point. So moving towards the zone, looking to see where it sort of goes to the next circle. And we're fairly close to it there. That's a nice area of the zone for us. And at this point here, I think over the hill, Sun spots a player and he's like, just at the barn here, I've spotted someone, dude. So we're like, okay, dude, I'm gonna move forward with you and attack now. And at this point, I still haven't quite seen it for myself, but Sun's like pretty confident you can still see him in the sort of barn area. And as we look to push across, he says, look, can you see him just there? And I start to see him, and I come under fire from him and his buddy, who is towards the west side. Really good play from that other team there that we're fighting against now to sort of lure us in, because I think they were aware of our presence when we came a bit further ahead. And some really nice shots from here. As you can see, I start to build up, but even lands a shot at me as I'm building. So pretty impressive play from there. I see that they're going to be hard to take out, so I start to bring out the grenade launcher because I'm threatening for my life, to be honest. And at this point here, Sun's just building up as well. He builds a nice tower to protect himself, and he's communicating all the actions of the guy on the right of this team that we're facing. I'm like, I've got my own problems here, buddy, on the left, and put some really nice shots there with the AR. Probably should have kept consistent with that nade launcher rather than whipping the AR out here, because I take shots from the right. And at this point I say to Sun, I'm sorry dude, I'm going to have to heal. And the guy on the left is really weak, and I communicate all the stuff that I've done to Sun at this point whilst I'm healing. At this point, Sun's still communicating his activity on the right, so that at least, whilst I'm healing, if I can put out an extra shot to try and help Sun, I will. At this point, I spot the enemy that was on the right side at the bottom of his base, so I go to attack. Whilst being conscious of the other guy from the left, I build some walls behind me, and Sun manages to take out the guy on the left, which is absolutely a huge play. So at this point, it's a 2v1 now. We've cut one of them off, and I hear him underneath me here. He's got his old shotty out, so I have the pump and get a bit of distance on him. Some really nice couple of shots there, and Sun comes down at the perfect time, and he will take out both of those players. So great play from the both of us there. Quite a hard battle actually, because it's pretty damaging for me. The guy that I was facing on the left side did hit some good shots on me. Luckily, I was able to recover and take him out in a pretty good manner, and really great battle from Sun and myself there. Really nice performance. It was a difficult battle, and a pretty satisfying win to get us out of that situation. So yeah, really good play from the both of us. Like the first duo that we killed, they were pretty determined to kill us, which obviously that's the objective of the game, that they weren't backing down. So definitely satisfying kills thus far for Sunny and Serenity's doubles force, and more action yet to come with Serenity's best gameplay here on the channel today, guys. And really excited to show you the next fight, because honestly I never think I can replicate this ever again, guys. And I will try, but I honestly think it's impossible. And if anyone has done anything like this, well, I don't think anyone has done anything like this, if I'm honest. Like I've not seen it. So at this point here, guys, moving towards, because of our health situation, we thought we were in dire straits after that fight. And I'm going to have a little sneak preview and tell you that we might be in more dire straits after going for this crate, but let's see what happens. So at this point here, Sonny and I decide we've got nothing to lose, might as well just go for it anyway. You know, I said it's a good idea to go for it because we really could do some extra stuff, and at this point here, Sonny and I make our way towards it, and he starts to build around it, and it's landed on the tree, so I'm going to have to cut that down whilst the sun's getting the obstacles up, and I decide that he's going to pop it, and I'll keep watch from our side. And would you believe it, we end up getting attacked by a team in a minute, and Serenity spots them right here and starts to put some pressure and starts to build, because he can hear the nade launch coming in, and he's saying to Sun, right, don't panic dude, but we are getting attacked. We're going to need your help in a minute because they're really pushing aggressive. It's a small zone, and you know, Sunny and Serenity are doing all they can to stay alive right now. At this point I'm saying to Sun, like, don't panic dude, but I need to reload my weaponry, we need to come back. Oh, we're getting attacked from another team. Sun, don't panic bro, we got to build. Serenity's with 7 HP right here, what's going to happen? And he can't get to Sun because he's terrible at editing, so at this point here he's just going to smash out, but Sun's been taken out by another team, and at this point Serenity's has to go clutch, it's all on him. 7 HP, T-Bot, what are you doing, son? Where are you looking, son? Where's your teammate? Oh, he's right there, it's Godzilla, the T-Rex skin. What can Serenity's do with 7 HP? He can take out Baldy Nut, completely and utterly destroys Baldy Nut, gives absolutely nuts in one, and somehow lives with 7 HP against the Godzilla and T-Bot threat, and I cannot believe, guys, that I survived at the moment of that gameplay, and Sun was just, well, pretty much speechless. I mean, the first one earlier on, you know, saving Sun's life against that first team, but that was quite something else. If anyone can replicate that miracle that I just achieved with 7 HP there, taking out a Godzilla lookalike and his mate T-Bot right in the right in the cusp of 2 shotgun fights with 7 HP. I mean, please feel free to show me a clip of someone else doing that, because I honestly don't think you'll ever see that again. I have to say, guys, I acquitted myself rather well there, based on the fact that Sonny and I are not dead, and I can't believe that we're not dead, and we played most of this game with 75 HP from here on out, and yeah, it was nice to survive there. And I said to Sun, dude, if we win this game, I will just go off my rockers. I will just literally go bananas if we win this game. And yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed that. I honestly tried to make the commentary as entertaining as I could, but I'll be honest with you, at the time, both Sun and I could not believe that we survived, to be honest. I mean, we did, you know, I was so fortunate to do so well in that fight. I think that is one of possibly my best play I've done on Fortnite Battle Royale to date. I mean, I just rolled a dice on a Monopoly board or a gambling table and just really, you know, hoped for the best, basically. And, you know, I took out Baldy Nut. I'm sorry, Baldy Nut and T-Bot, but you've been YouTubed and getting destroyed there, boys. You know, I had 7 HP. You guys were well shielded as well. I mean, Baldy Nut was a bit shielded, so, you know, really, really poor from the two of them. Don't know what they were doing, but Serenity's 7 HP, lucky number 7's coming into play there, and at this point here, moving on, guys, from the greatness, really was epic. I don't think we're ever going to see that again in Fortnite Battle Royale. Sonny and I have to play on here with 75 HP, and at this point, Sonny crisp snipe onto a player in front, and at this point he's calling him out, but I can't really see because there's a tree in my way. But Sun making a great contribution up there, and I say to Sun now, no pressure man, but we have to win. And at this point here, I tried to destroy the tree, but unfortunately I'm going to get an arrow to the heart and taken down there by Hodkey Beats, who ends up being a really good player in this game. But we'll see that later on. And at this point, Sun says to me, can you get up to me, dude? And I'm like, no, because you're a bit higher than me, man. So Sun will have to come and revive me, and really good play from him here to react to that. It was unfortunate that I got knocked down, but really nice play from Sun to get to me. Obviously, much better to do things together, so it's always worth picking up your partner, 75 HP or not. And that's pretty much all that we had going for us towards the end of this gameplay, the 75 HP roll. But just such a crazy gameplay, this one, guys, and you're probably starting to see now why I think it's my personal best game on Fortnite Battle Royale in terms of enjoyment and thrill and just, you know, romance, epic conflicts. I'm joking, but this gameplay was seriously sick. I mean, it has all the all the factors of a great gameplay right here on Serenity's vids, and I just hope you guys are enjoying it as we move forward with the rest of the game. So Sunny and I are looking to push in because the storm's starting to come in, and we'll see what happens here. And as you can see, Sunny and I are just looking to push and attack the remaining teams. And we've done so well to stay alive for as long as we can at this point. At this point, we were trying to follow on the trails of the team that Sunny spotted earlier, which is a really nice play from Sun, I think, because, you know, just able to sort of, you know, keep an eye on them, and, you know, if we can profit from their fighting, because they're currently in a fight with another team. You can see a little brick fort that's been built there, so a little bit of activity going on here. Nade launcher will definitely probably come in handy. Haven't got too much left of it now, but I'll try and use whatever I can. And guys, if you thought this gameplay was intense up until this point, honestly, the ending is quite something else as well, and, you know, an epic ending. And for parts of it, guys, we were very lucky, because I tell you what, the zone came to us here when we build up our little base. And at this point here, Sunny was saying to me at the time, just fortify your little ramps forward there, so that you don't get, if build structures underneath it, flat piece underneath, so you don't fall out. And I really appreciate that tip from him. It's something that I noticed he does a lot of, and also Matt's really good at that sort of thing as well. So I really appreciate the tip, Son, because I don't always do that. So thanks for the props, man. And you know, right here the zone does come to us, and we're switching to Sunny's POV here because I wasn't able to cap this bit. We do have a team, or what looked like a team. It's actually one solo player now. The final two fights that we have are against two solo players, and this solo player tried to launch pad over to us, and luckily we're aware of it. And we did scare him off, but at this point here, we know that he's somewhere underneath us. So you'll see in Sunny's POV here that I'm just building as well. And Sunny and I are trying to keep an eye out for where he went. And so fortunate for us, I guess, that I think we deserve it, considering what I've been through. You know, bloody 7 HP, and, you know, living against the well-shielded players. I mean, you know, I should never have been allowed to get away with that. But, you know, this is Serenity's vids, anything is possible. But, you know, I think we deserve it, man. Lucky number 7s. It should all play into our favour at this point. And really nice play from Sun here to build up, to keep an eye on the, you know, people around us. And as you can see, the zone's starting to move in. He's looking to see if they're going to run towards us. So from his POV, we can see there hasn't been much activity there, so they're most likely going to be underneath our fort, which is obviously a bit difficult for us now, because we've got to go out and find them. And with 75 HP, I'm not exactly enthusiastic about that. And at this point here, you see the POV, I'm shooting down a player because I spotted one, and Sun gets a really nice kill here on one of the solo players. And I think these guys were not solo players always, but I think they both lost their partners. And at this point here, we're just going back 14 seconds or so, just to the point where I was shooting this guy. And, you know, you'll see Sun's kill there that we just watched right there from my POV. So at this point here, guys, we're just looking to continue to survey and, you know, watch our base, really. Just completely watch our backs, because now we're against one player. And I said to Sun at this point, we've just got to win this, bro. And at this point, I see he builds some walls, so I started to shoot them down, because I don't want the solo player, you know, and he is a really good solo player, this one, to come near us. And at this point, Sun's just saying to him, well, let's keep the height, just build the flat pieces. And unfortunately, I haven't got many more materials. It's really Sun that has to do most of the building from here on in. But, you know, Sun, with good reason, you know, Sun's strategy is to keep the height, which is really important in Fortnite Battle Royale. But I think it actually, in time, because of the way this player plays, it's actually Hoggy Pete, who's the final solo player, the guy that knocked me out with the crossbow earlier. He's a really smart player down there, and he causes us a lot of problems because he has a lot of materials, and he isn't afraid to build. And he builds quite smart. He builds flat pieces to protect himself, and generally is a real nuisance down there, basically. And the zone starts to shrink to a way that it's harder for us to protect ourselves, because we only have one flat piece sort of above, and he has all this structure below, and now it's sort of like more of a fortified structure in his favour. So it's a little bit difficult for us to even see him or shoot him, let alone. So I'm starting to panic a little bit here, and I'm saying, Son, dude, we have to win. We're against one guy. This has to come, dude. All of my epic action earlier, and you know, Sun did some really good stuff as well. Like, this game was just, dude, we survived by the skin of our teeth. But Sun was down, and I had 7 HP, and we survived. It's like, it has to happen now. Lucky number 7s has to come out for us. And at this point here, guys, I really am wanting of the win at this point, and I'm getting infuriated with this guy just keep building. At this point, Sun building some nice metal to, you know, just protect us a little bit further, which I think is a really good idea. At this point, we're going to switch to Sunny's POV, guys, because really at the end here, Sunny is the one that really, you know, brings it home for us. The chicken dinner, or whatever you want to call it, win-win chicken dinner. But you know, he's the one that brings home the Royale, and I gotta be honest with you, without Sun at the end here, it might not have, you know, been a win. So at this point here, you see that Sun's starting to edit because we're starting to go down, and start saying to Sun at this point, dude, we're gonna have to go down there because, you know, seriously, he's just not gonna. He's not going to give up, this guy. And at this point here, I see that Sun's done the editing, and I'm starting to follow suit. And you'll see from here that I fell all the way down right to where the guy is. And unfortunately, Sun's like a level above. So at this point, I'm saying to Sun, let's just both attack him, man. But at the time this gameplay, Sun was just still keeping a little bit of height above the guy. And the guy comes out and outplays me, unfortunately. I just didn't think he would do that. A bit of a bad play from my part, obviously, to go down so quickly, but it was an awkward situation for me to drop, and that really does suck now because we could have made it easier on ourselves, you know, having a 2v1 situation. Obviously, the way that this might have been dangerous is, you know, basically for him to have rockets and blow us both up. But there you go, Sunny finishes the game and completely dominates the guy, so it's all good. But I'll be honest with you, I was not as calm, and I'm going to have more of a reaction now when we watch it from Sun's POV back. But you know, it was like watching Sunny at the end there was like watching a Champions League final match in football, with the team that you support going up against the best team in the world, and it's a penalty shootout, and you're really hoping that Sun, you know, that your team striker is going to score. And that was the moment there that I had with Sun, watching him play that at the end there, and I was just like, when Sun won, I was like, yes, we did it, Sun. I was so happy with Sun, and I'm so happy that Sunny did it, to be honest. I mean, this is easily my best game of Fortnite Battle Royale here, guys, and as you can see in slow-mo, I fell really far to the floor beneath Sunny, trying to find the guy. And at this point here, nice play from Sun to help me with structures, and it's at this point where he just jumps out at me and surprises me, and unfortunately Sun, as you can see, gets lucky there when he shoots him. He only hits a 7, and then this Hodgy Beats fella is, you know, free to build and be a bit more of a pain towards Sun, and he definitely makes it difficult for us in this victory royale for us to grab the win. But right here, I'm just praying and literally looking at the screen so contently as Sun takes his final battle. Sun builds a clutch wall and, you know, gets Hodgy Beats to muck up there, because that's what Hodgy Beats had in mind as well. And then Hodgy Beats is sat there looking at his map, and Sunny clutches the win for Serenities and himself, of course. But a great gameplay there from Sunny and Serenities. It is the best gameplay, guys, of Fortnite Battle Royale for me that I've played thus far. In terms of enjoyment and thrill, this was such a great game, and I really hope that it lived up to expectations of what I thought my best game has been on this, you know, what it has been on this game. And yeah, I don't think I can ever do this again. It was just too stressful. It was a real journey, guys, but I really hope you enjoy this gameplay. Easily the best 8-kill duos game I've ever seen and played, and really I just don't think anyone will ever excel past that. 7 HP works miracles. I will try it again, but I don't think I'll ever fulfill that role again. But this was Serenities, guys, back with my best Fortnite Battle Royale game to date, and I will see you next time. Look forward to reading the comments on this one. See you guys.